Good morning. How is everybody? I'm Linda Cullen. This is Coffee and Crafts. I'm from Crafty Stampin'. I am kind of trying to keep an eye on what's going on. I just put a post up on Instagram. I have my iPad, I have my laptop, I have my computer. Actually, I have my phone over here. I couldn't put that in the picture. Because I'm doing this a new way. I'm using the same software I used to use, but instead of that software sending the data straight to Facebook, it's sending it someplace else, and that place is sending it to Facebook and YouTube, which is exciting. But just like, so you get the 20-minute warning, it's like, hey, Crafty Stamps is going live in 20 minutes. The exact same time I got Crafty Stamps is going live on YouTube in 30 minutes. Is there a 10-minute delay I was unaware of? So I am just sort of learning how this all works. And so I'm sitting here watching YouTube and nothing's happening. So I apologize in advance to anyone on YouTube. Looks like you're going to be on a 10-minute delay and so live. So I got to figure that out. So thank you everybody who is popping on and who is joining me and listening to me rant about this. I thought maybe if I just chatted for a minute, it would catch up. To me, it doesn't look like it's happening. But of course it says it is waiting for me. I didn't do anything. I don't think I need to do anything. I don't know. So how is everybody? How has everyone's summer been? Learning curve. Oh, big time learning curve. How has everyone's summer been? Okay. It's all right. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing because it says there are 7 people on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, hi. I don't see anything yet. I'm going to come over here. Again, I apologize, and I'll move right on to stamping in a second. There's always something. What if I go to my channel? And I see it says it's live. And if I click that, come on, yay, there I am. Okay. Oh, and I see some of you are on there from on YouTube. Hello, welcome, thank you. It does seem to be a little bit behind, but okay. Let's get on to crafting then. Check off, I learned one new thing. Don't know if I've learned it well, but I've learned it. So here is what we are going to be making today. You might think, hey, that looks familiar. Because yes, I posted that on my blog yesterday. That is a project I did with what I call the YCCI team. That stands for You Can Create It. It is a team I'm with. It is a team of international Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, which I am very honored to be with. I'm the only American on here. And some of these girls are artisans for Stampin' Up! So there is a high bar to make my projects good. But we all got together and Anna and Helga started this as a challenge. And what it is it's a challenge that you can join in on. So let me kind of, hold on. Let me come down and kind of explain what it is. So YCCI, You Can Create It. So it's a challenge. There are, every quarter, a series of envelopes goes out. And those envelopes are sealed. No peeking. And we'll do an envelope. Inside, there'll be some product. You'll do that envelope that month, and you can choose anything. You choose everything in that envelope and anything in the quarterly extra envelope. And I didn't put bumpy stuff in the extra, so I got sponge dauber and mini glue dots. But then you can use anything else. And then all of the demonstrators on the team make a creation and we post about it. And then you can do the same thing. I am selling these kits, $20 for all this, and it's mailed to you as is, and you can post. I posted up on my Crafty Stampin' VIP page. Good morning, everybody. And you can create the same thing and post it and play along and have fun. So that is what we're going to do. And I thought today I would just create out of the envelope like we did. So before we get into that completely, hold on, let me go over here. So as a big thank you, I like to do a giveaway. this giveaway will be announced next Friday. I'll be live next Friday. My daughter's getting her braces off after, I think, 6 years next Thursday. So I can't go back to Thursday until the week after. But this is the Delicate Dahlia stamp set. This is a celebration set, but it's $100. So you have to spend $100 to get this set. And what you can create with this is utterly gorgeous. So all you have to do is leave a comment I can't do that, on Facebook or on YouTube, either one, and it can be, you can leave it live or you can leave it later if you're watching it later, anytime up to the 10th, and I will draw that winner. So that is what is the giveaway. Well, let me find, and way back when in April, I can't believe it's been since April since I've done this, the last giveaway was for the Berry Blessings, and the winner is Betty Ann Leckler. I'm afraid I'm gonna butcher your name, and I'm very sorry. But Betty Ann, if you are watching this, you can fill out the form on craftystampin.com under giveaways, and I will get that in the mail to you. Bum. So, real quick before we stamp, we are in the final month of celebration. That is the final month to get the series of products free with a $50 or $100 purchase. Get a free cool stamp set with, I think it's a $300 purchase, or join and get a free bundle out of the mini catalog. Great deal, and you don't have to sell. So that, all the details for that are over at craftystampin.com. And also a reminder, anyone who purchases from me through my store and uses the Hostess code there gets a series of tutorials and gifts, depending on how much you spend. Any and all will get a 1-card tutorial. It's the Grateful card tutorial. Anything $50 or more gets the Blackberry Beauty Suite and the Grateful card tutorial, and then $100 or more gets Decorative Dots, the Blackberry tutorial, and the Grateful card. All of the above, plus celebration. So it's a win-win-win-win-win. Okay, here we go. Let's create. So, like I said, these are the envelopes that are sent out with the YCCI. So, and they're secret. So I'm not going to show you. I'm going to open up. These are the envelopes we're working with today. I have the August envelope. Oh, and these are stickier than I thought. It's the first time I'm actually opening them. So, and inside the envelope, we have, so this is the linen specialty paper. It's got a nice, I don't know if you can see the texture to it. It's like real linen applied to paper. We have, this is the paper lattice. This is the bloom where you're planted. DSP? Bloom where you're planted. DSP. And we have a piece of gray granite. This is a quarter. So 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then the quarterly extras, like I said, that includes the mini dots and a sponge dauber, but I don't like to have the bend the paper. And then in the extras are 3 basic white thick sheets. So I'm going to take one of the basic white thick, and I'm going to take my trimmer, move my dots out of the way, and I'm going to cut this at 4 1/4. 4 1/4 there. And then we're going to score it at 5 1/2. And I know this, like I said, I've already posted this on my Facebook page, but I will post it again with the replay of the video, and there'll be a PDF so that you can see all the cuts and all the additional products that I used to create that, so that you can download that. So that will be up less than an hour after we finish, but that'll be there. So what I want to do with this is I want to use the linen. I'm going to attach it. Instead of trying color it or whatever, I just wanted to use it for its texture. It's really very pretty for that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this down, and so this is 3 by 6, and on here I did list what you're gonna cut those sheets down to. So I'm gonna cut 1 3/4. And the linen does cut very nicely. So it's 1 3/4 by 5 1/2. Okay. So there's extra. And then my gray granite, I want to cut 1/2 of an inch off. That's what I'm doing with my gray granite for right now. And my DSP, I'm cutting this down to 3. This is 4 by 6, so I'm cutting this to 3 and then 5 1/2. All right. So I don't need these two. Okay. So I'm going to start with attaching my linen, and I'm going to use not my Seal Plus, my seal. So I do see comments, so I'm all excited. Yeah, cleaned off the table. So I did a test yesterday, and my craft room was a mess. Huge mess. And let's just say, I cut this wrong. What did I cut it? Didn't you guys watch me? Did I cut it at 5 1/2? All right, we're gonna have to figure out how to make that work. All right, I cut it. Look at that. That's all right. We'll figure it out. Mary, there's still stuff under it, but everything that was on the table is over the side. So it's hiding. All right. So here's the lattice, and I think the lattice is so cool. God, that's gonna bug me. How do I fix that? All right, hold on. How did I cut it that much? Hold that thought. You know, there are days, and I'm just going to, I could fix it, but I don't want to. I'll save this for something else. How do you know what to make when it's in envelopes? The thing is, when it's envelopes, it's purely up to you. And so what happens is I will do a post on the 2nd of the month, and I will post what everyone makes. So it's kind of it's a challenge in that, what can you make with what's in there? You just come up with, all right, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. And you'll see there's how many, 8 of us? We all do something completely different. It's always amazing to me how completely different we will, this group with the same things will come up with something completely different. All right, 1 3/8. We're going to cut this again. I don't know why. And we are free to do whatever we want. Free to do whatever we want. I'm following my PDF. All right, so 5 1/2. 5 1/2. Where did I put it? Make sure. I don't trust myself all of a sudden. Do you ever do that? Don't trust myself. All right, here we go. Now, and I will tell you, there's rarely a card in my craft room that hasn't been taken apart. All right, now let's try this again. So I'll save that piece of linen for something else. All right, now I feel better. Okay. So, all right, here's this lattice, and I think it's just gorgeous. But I decided, instead of using the whole thing, that I wanted to use it in 2 different ways. So I thought it was kind of neat, layered over the linen. And it's kind of bright, so you can see. So I thought it'd be really fun to have it poking out a bit from behind the DSP over the linen. So, but I don't want to waste all of this. So I'm going to bring my trimmer back and I'm going to cut off. Let's cut off this. All right. So, but I'm going to save this for later. Take this. And I'm going to attach this. So someone said, can I come up with stuff on the fly? So this, we as the team, the YCCI team, we I'll work on it, you know, whenever, as long as we post it all on the 2nd. But I sometimes do very well on the fly. I do really good, unfortunately, when I have a deadline and I'm behind. There's just something about motivation. So there's what we're gonna do. All right, but I'm gonna put that aside for a second. And we're gonna cut that little sliver of gray granite. Oh, and at least cut that the right size. I always like, if you saw the scoop, I said I always like to add a little bit of cardstock to the ends of my DSP. It can be the slightest reveal. I think it just adds a little finishing touch to it. So now I'm going to take dimensionals. I can do, like I said, I can do a fly. Sometimes I amaze myself with what I can do on the fly. Other times not so much. I'm a little like, ah. But like I said, I do really good with a deadline, because if I have a deadline, I have less time to go, I don't know, I don't like it. Maybe something else will come to me. I do much better with, it's like, oh, looks good, or oh, it needs something. Grab a dot. I don't have a lot of time to worry about it. I think it's probably the better term. All right, so now I'm going to add this here, and I'll line it up over here on this side first. All right, so you just see the slightest bit of the paper lattice over the linen. All right, so I'm looking. All right, so now I'm going to set that aside. So from the kit, I have the rest of that gray granite where I took a 1/2 inch off left. Is that all I have left? I think that's all I have left out of the month kit. So what I'm going to do, I'll bring over my big boss. Let me make sure you can see that. All right, so here's my big boss. And like I said, I can add whatever I want. Use whatever stamp sets I want. It's just sort of like, what would you do with these pieces of I just lost the term, of cardstock and such. So here I am taking, all right, I grabbed 3 sets of dies. I have the artistic dies, Hippo and Friends, and In the Tropics. The paper's got such a jungle, you know, leafy look. So from the artistic, I have these leaves. From the In the Tropic, I grabbed these 2 leaves. And then this is from the Hippo and Friends. This should be like Hippo and Awesome Labels Dies is what this should be called, not Friends. Because they have some of the best label dies, in my opinion. So I'm using these 2. This is the smallest and the largest. There's a middle one. And these are the dies that we're going to use. So, first up, this is the brushed gold. Well, it's brushed metallic. It's in the mini catalog. And there's 3 different tones. I believe this is the bronze. But that, excuse me, this is the one we're going to use. I think it's the most muted of the ones. All right, and so I'm going to attach this here. We'll run this through. So there is our large leaf. Step that aside. I have a scrap piece of, this is garden green, and this is evening evergreen. Like it's an evergreen, which evergreen could it be? And we're gonna run these through a couple times. Oops. Switching out the leaves. So I have a couple leaves in each style, in each color. So we're gonna run these through. Pokey tool, poke that out. There we go. Just leaf. All right, and so this time put the long one over here, the short one over here. We'll run this through again. And did I go through 3 times? No, I only went through twice. All right. And then it looks like I took this. So noisy. All right. I don't want to waste. I can use this section. That's a good big piece. I can use that later on a different project. I'm going to take this little piece and I'm going to take this die and I'm going to cut out one piece of bronze with that leaf. And look at can you see the beautiful impression? So not only is it die cutting, it's leaving a embossed impression in the leaf. You can see it much more in the gold or the bronze metallic than you can in the cardstock on the camera, but it's there. So now also, so here is my gray granite, and this is the largest of this shape in the Hippo and Friends, and we're gonna die cut this out. Set that aside as well. Let me pick up these dies and put them on the magnet before I lose them, because I will. All right, so I'm going to set this aside real quick. And I'm going to stamp. So this is Lighthearted Lines. This is in the annual catalog, and I want to use this stamp that says thanks for lending an ear, but included is also the and keep a straight face, but I don't want the keep a straight face on here. So we're going to edit it out. So to do that, let's see, where's my, oh, geez. Hold on, didn't grab white. All right, so I got a piece of white, and, oh, I'm sorry, you're having, I hope not everyone's having trouble. Mine is actually coming in pretty good. We are having strange weather everywhere. So hopefully the recording will be good. All right. So here is a piece of basic white. Oh, you know what I did? I'm too busy chatting and not paying attention. Hold on. Okay. So I just talked about how I do not want to include. All right, so here we go. I got my scrub. I clean my stamp. Okay. What happens when I chat? Okay. All right, so now, we'll try this again. I'm gonna take a piece of painter's tape. I got this really skinny one. I think it's like it's either a quarter or an eighth. Probably quarter. Pull that off. I am going to, I'm just covering this, ink it up, and now I'm going to remove that put it somewhere I won't stick my finger in it. So I have now easily edited out that last phrase. We're gonna ink. Ta-da! All right. So now we're gonna bring the big boss back. Come on, stop. Some days the computer has a real mind of its own, and it's always not what I want the computer to do. All right, here we go. Okay. So here we go. Here is that small matching label from Hippo and Friends. Hippo and Friends? Hippo and Friends, yes. And I'm going to send that through. I have so many stamps. I don't have time to put the stickers on all of them. And it doesn't faze me. I'm good without the stickers. It's just there's not enough time in the day to put all the stickers on all the stamp sets. So I'm good without them. I do store them. Where my stamp set go? I store my stickers in here. So I have them all. If for whatever reason I do need them. Oh, come out, come out. I'm just sticking. They're all here. They're stuck on the side. I don't have time. I'd rather make cards and do other things. I have OCD about other things that I have to label. I have to label my dies. I have to put them on magnet strips. So I have a few things I have to do. For some reason, the labels, the stickers on the stamps, not one of the things I want to do or have to do. Feel I have to do. I did a terrible job with that. Oh well, that's the lumps. Remember they used to say there was a commercial for mashed potatoes that was as good as homemade without the lumps. That's the lump. It's a homemade card with a uncentered greeting. Oh well. All right, so what I found was kind of cool was that this could fit in between if trimmed properly. I thought it made a kind of fun frame. So I'm going to trim this. So I want to go this one. Let's see if this one. So I get to use this piece of lattice 2 times on the card. All right, so kind of like that. So what I want to do is find my Stampin' Seal that I seem to have effectively hidden on myself. Okay, I'm going to go right down the middle because that'll be hidden. I'm going to line this up right here. And tack that down. And then I'm going to just trim here for right now. I'm going to trim this edge off the end, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, so what I want to do now, here's my card base. This is how I could go through and punch out all those little holes. I don't have to. You don't, it's not necessary. Hit it. Or you can always use part of the take a pick tool, this little brush. And you can go through. These makes it a bit easier to get them all out. I sometimes like them in there. They add a bit, I think, of dimension. I did go through on my original, but I don't worry about it sometimes, depending on what it is. So this one I'm going to leave. I'm going to attach this like here, and this is going to come over here. So I really don't need anything below this. Let's see, I'll cut this one out. I'm going to cut one off. So this could go like this. And then, yep, okay. I'm just making sure that I just add a bit of seal. And there we go. So now I'm going to take dimensionals, add dimensionals to the back of this. There we go. All right, there we go. And I'm going to put this like here. You can see we're going to cut that off. Do that now. I flip it over. Paper snips. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to take so I've got all these little die cut leaves, and we are going to attach these before we attach the greeting here, which is so off. Give me a minute. I may end up doing that one over again. All right, here we go. So I'm trying to see where I put the other one. So let's turn this one over. And I just add a bit of snail behind. Actually, I want to be able to see that I lined that corner up when I put these leaves down. So here. So just adding seal and leaves. And then let's take one of these. Actually, we'll take this one. And oh, come on, seal. There we go. Nope. There's my. There we go. Attach this down here. All right. So there's that. So now I'm gonna get more dimensionals because you know I like me a bumpy card. Add these two. Add that. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's see if we can make that look better because it's so crooked. All right, I'm going to add my little gold leaf. Add him here. And then I got one more. See if I can throw you off, the eye off. Oh, all right, so now to finish it off, we're going to add some of the matte black dots. Grab it. All right, my take a pick tool. So I want to take one of the big ones. Actually, yeah, we'll take the big one and put it up here in the corner, right on the linen. And then I'll take a couple small ones and place them here and here. And that is the card. This is it with a straight, a straight greeting. Oh, some days. That's what it's all about. Well, I hope everybody. I saw there was a couple people having a couple problems with buffering and such. I hope that all worked out, and if not, that you can catch it on the replay. And I thank everybody on YouTube and everybody on Facebook. And now my laptop's not working, so I don't know what's happening on YouTube. So leave a comment and share, please. If you share this video on any social media platform, I will put you, and come back and comment the word shared, I will put you in for a second entry to win the Delicate Dahlia stamp set. And we will pick that next Friday when I'm back. And hopefully any little hiccups I had this time, I will figure out for next time. Thank you all so much for joining me. The PDF will go up in a blog post in probably within a half hour. So have a great day. Have a wonderful Labor Day weekend. Everyone stay safe, craft, and I will see y'all later. Bye.